If you guys enjoy what I do, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and it's free and easy to do. Before we get started with today's video, I have an announcement to make. After years of telling other people's stories, I finally released one of my own. My novel Eternal Reign is available now in both ebook and paperback format for those of you who are like me and prefer to collect physical media. You can grab a copy right now on Amazon through the link in the description of this video. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. A year after the samurai Samanosuke saw Nobunaga die in battle, he gets a letter from Princess Yuki. Something strange is going on in her castle. Some of the serving staff have gone missing, and she's heard that monsters are eating the people and taking what's left deep under the palace for some unknown reason that can't possibly be good. She told her brother about it, but he's too busy getting ready for battle to do anything about it, so she decided to ask Samanosuke for help. He wouldn't be much of a samurai if he ignored a request for help, so he and Kaede go head out to try and find her before it's too late. When they get to the outskirts of her keep, the two of them split up to see who can find the safest way inside. But in a very unrealistic turn of events, Samanosuke finds the princess in all of 30 seconds being dragged off by two very clearly not human things. He fights them off and saves the princess, which would be the end of the mission, making this the shortest story ever, except for the fact that a really big demon shows up, knocks Samanosuke out, and takes the princess. While he's unconscious, the 12 leaders of the clan of ogres that was wiped out by the demons contact him and give him their power so he can steal the souls of the monsters as a way to avenge the clan of ogres while completing his own mission. The keep is full of monsters, and the soldiers who were supposed to be fighting them are about as useful as you might expect, which means not at all, so Samanosuke is forced to fight his way into the building on his own. When he catches up to the demon that took the princess, the thing refuses to tell him where she is, so Samanosuke kills it and keeps looking, which causes him to run into a very creepy creature that's in the middle of sifting through the organs in a dead guy's body in a very unsanitary way. He's not even slightly interested in Samanosuke, but he does just casually let him know that he had resurrected Nobunaga after he took an arrow to the throat. And because of that, the samurai agreed to serve the demons. That's not good news, but the demon doctor sends another one of his weird creations at Samanosuke before he leaves, so he doesn't really have time to worry about Nobunaga. After cutting down the very abnormal creature, he runs into a young boy who's getting attacked by an old guy who doesn't look like the type of guy you would want to leave around children. The boy manages to slip away, and the creepy guy tries to follow him, but Samanosuke stops him. The old guy's named Takichiro, and he's a servant of Nobunaga, one who recognizes Samanosuke. He tries to get him to join his clan, an offer that he obviously refuses, but instead of killing the old man like he should have, he lets him leave. Kaede managed to get into the keep too, and she caught the boy whose name is Yumemaru. Samanosuke wants to know what Nobunaga's servant wanted with him, but he runs off without answering, so he sends Kaede after him while he keeps looking for the princess. The kid is more willing to talk to her, so she manages to learn his whole story. 4 years ago, his parents got killed, so Yuki brought him into the castle and treated him like a little brother, so he snuck into the keep to save her. That doesn't explain why the old samurai was after him, but figuring that out will have to wait, because some traps activated forced the two of them to figure out how to not die. The keep was clearly built by the same company that made every building in Resident Evil, because the traps were absolutely ridiculous, but once they make it through, the pair split up and get back to their hunt. Yumemaru gets captured again because of course he does, and this time Takichiro's minion gets away with the boy before Samanosuke can stop him. He does try to actually kill the old samurai this time, but Takichiro tells him that sacrificing Yuki in a very unpleasant way is gonna happen soon, and that will give Nobunaga the power he needs to wipe out her clan for good. Then he jumps out of a window that really should have killed him, which proves that he's not exactly normal either. The guy who captured Yumemaru didn't get far, so Samanosuke catches up to him and puts him down, rescuing the boy again. The kid wasn't the only person still alive in the castle. One of the serving women stumbles into the room, and as luck would have it, she saw Princess Yuki get dragged to the underground area of the keep. She passes out before she can say more, so Samanosuke leaves her and Yumemaru with Kaede and heads to the keep's underground area to try and find the princess. That place is even more infested with demons than the rest of the palace, which isn't hard to understand after Samanosuke finds a door to the demon realm down there. Before he can go through it to see if that's where they've taken the princess, Takichiro uses some magic to paralyze him. Somehow the insane scientist demon had enough time to create a clone of Samanosuke because apparently that type of thing is easy to do, and he sends it to attack Kaede. The serving woman was working with the enemy too because she uses that opportunity to snatch Yumemaru. They only knock Kaede out because no one ever finishes off the heroes when they have the chance, so when she wakes up, she chases after the boy. She doesn't find him, but she does find Yuki locked in a prison cell. She tries to break her out, but the demon scientist takes her away and leaves one of his experiments behind to deal with her. She puts it down and runs off to find Samanosuke.
He comes face to face with his own clone, but since fighting himself is just another in the long line of weird stuff he's dealt with on this mission, he finishes himself off and keeps going. He finds the woman who took Yumemaru and she reveals that she's a demon, opens the gate to the demon realm and takes the boy through it, locking the way behind her. Kaede catches up with him and tries to break through the barrier, but when that doesn't work, the two of them split up to try to find another way inside. There's a magic bow in the keep that can break through the barrier, but when Samanosuke finds it, the demon who opened the gate attacks it. Because villains love to monologue, she tells him that their dark ceremony has already started, and they're going to execute Yumemaru in front of the princess. Negative emotions will make the blood give Nobunaga even more power once he drinks it. There's very little time left if Samanosuke wants to stop that from happening. Fortunately, Kaede kills the demon by blowing up that part of the keep, which is a bit overkill, especially since she nearly kills the two of them too. She gets hurt by the blast, so Samanosuke puts her in the safest place he can find, before breaking the seal on the demon realm and heading inside to try and stop the ritual. He gets stopped by the demon's strongest creation, but he puts that down too, making a clear path to where Yuki and Yumemaru are being held. Fortinbras, the king of the demons, is guarding it, so Samanosuke is forced to fight him to save them. He beats the demon and frees them, but before he can escape, the demon king wakes back up and grabs him. Kaede takes the others to safety, but Samanosuke is trapped and nearly crushed to death. His blood unlocks the full power of the gauntlet, something that should have happened way earlier considering how much damage he's taken throughout this story. But it gives him the power to put the Demon King down for good, leaving him alone to face Nobunaga in the collapsing keep. Despite the fact that Samanosuke succeeded in messing up the demon's plans with the princess, her clan is eventually wiped out by the Oda clan. Yuki and Yumemaru escape that fate and go off to see the world, while Kaede spent her time searching for Samanosuke. But as for now, she still has no idea whether or not he made it out alive. This concludes the story of Onimusha Warlords. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, comment, share it, and subscribe. Grab a copy of my novel on your way out, and I'll see you all next time.